Hello and welcome to Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion. Let's jump into the options right away so that cutscene doesn't play again. Okay, so what is this game? Well, I know a bit about it already, but I am extremely ignorant in most meaningful respects. This is a completely blind experience to me. I have never played the original Crisis Core. I know it was like a spin-off prequel game for the PSP, and then this is the PS4 remake, I guess. I know the PSP game came out significantly after Final Fantasy VII proper, and it actually had like proper 3D graphics as well. However, based on my understanding, this has an updated gameplay system, just as the Final Fantasy VII Remake has an updated gameplay system. But what I don't know is whether or not they've been updated to be the same combat system, and I really, really hope they're not, because I just tried for a second time to try to appreciate Final Fantasy VII Remake, and, you know, I bet the story's great. You know, the world's kind of interesting, the characters are cool, it's, you start off as eco-terrorists and you're saving the world by the end, like, that's some kind of, you know, cool, groundbreaking shit. That's, you know, it's still different in today's climate. However, whereas in the original PlayStation 1 game, the gameplay, like the combat system was just boring, and the overall gameplay was frustrating. In this game, in the remake of Final Fantasy VII, combat was frustrating. And I just can't tolerate that. They had Tetsuya Nomura working on it. He was directing the game, and, you know, I had hoped I was gonna get something out of it similar to Kingdom Hearts. If it played like Kingdom Hearts, it would have been fucking batshit insane awesome, and I would still be playing it. But it wasn't, and instead it's some shit amalgamation of like a stereotypical Final Fantasy ATB combat system and Kingdom Hearts, I guess. I don't like it. It's not fun. It's frustrating. It doesn't automate itself like it suggests it can be automated. And I was just not having a good time with that game. Not having a good time with that game. See that video for further details on that. So, you might think I have no interest in Crisis Core, and, you know, to be honest, I probably don't, but I'll be honest. I've heard good things about it. I have heard from certain people that Crisis Core is an even better story than the original Final Fantasy VII. Like, they originally fell in love with Final Fantasy VII, but then they played Crisis Core, and they're like, this is where the story's at, bro. Of course, I don't know how that reflects on the gameplay, and it's really going to be a gameplay that makes or breaks these things for me. But, you know, who knows? My thing is that my primary experience, as I've said before, is just Advent Children. Advent Children is a fucking awesome movie. I love Advent Children. I still have it on my shelf. I still own that movie. It's one of my favorite fucking action movies. However, even though Zack, who I think is the main character in this game, appears in that game, as well as he has, you know, echoed, you know, there's moments where they allude to his character in the remake of Final Fantasy VII. I don't know anything about him. All I know is that he probably dead, right? That's all I know. And as far as I'm aware, he has, like, no relevance to the story after this game. Beyond the fact that I guess he's the one who has the Buster Sword originally, and then Cloud gets his Buster Sword. But, like, that's all I know. Other than that, I appreciate that he's also a member of Soldier, which is, you know, certain backstory involving Cloud, which we just don't get at the start of Final Fantasy VII. We don't know what Soldier is. We don't know what Soldier did. If it's ever expanded on after they leave Midgard, it's after they leave Midgard, at which point I stop playing the game. So I, to this day, still don't know what Soldier is, don't know what Soldier does. I don't know who this character is, why they died, why I should care. But some people think it's a really good story, so, you know, we're gonna give it a shot. And really just desperately hoping maybe it's some more interesting turn-based combat thing that they did on the PSP, and it's just been updated to be more user-friendly. But I see the UI is very strongly trying to tie it in with the FF7 Remake. So I'm really hoping the gameplay is not too similar to it. Anyway, let's take a peek at these things. Vibration off. Turn that shit off. Auto advanced dialogue, we'll turn it off. Save. Camera. Lots of settings. Again, a lot of the same settings, I recall. Leave it as is for right now. I think I adjusted the camera speed. The left-right sensitivity, I think I adjusted that. I got into the game. But again, I don't know how similar it's going to control. Button setting. Oh god, it's also an action game? Okay. Guard. Character limit break. I'm not thrilled to see that, to be honest. I think I'd honestly have just preferred it was just a turn-based battle system again. Alright. Well, let's find out. English. Normal. Bolt. Yes. Yes. Here's hoping. Here's hoping. If it plays like Final Fantasy VII Remake, I'm not sticking with this for long at all. This game did not come with 2 discs, so there wasn't any install disc that I assume is just going to have, like, huge texture improvements. And I can already kind of tell that.
The train has been overrun by Wu-Tai troops. Eliminate them and regain control of the train.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah! That was not the reaction I expected from him.
Zack!
Who the fuck is that? He's got the Buster Sword.
Zack, focus. There are no Shinra troops on this train. Understood?
Hello to you too. Come and get it.
He does not have the personality I expected him to have. So much positivity. Really clashes with Cloud, doesn't he? They didn't get very far, did they?
Zach speaking.
Making progress, Zach?
Angeal, what's going on? Why are we fighting Shinra troops?
They're Wu-Tai
I don't like his voice.
Now, head to the open area above.
You mean towards Sector 8?
Yes. But first, you're gonna have to clear a path.
Clear a path?
You'll see what I mean.
His voice and personality is so jarring.
So I can cut loose, right?
Within reason.
It's showtime.
Activating combat mode.
Okay. Attack, R1 to guard, dodge. Alright. Equip materia can be used by pressing the assigned buttons and holding L1. Okay.
Take that!
Conflict resolved.
I'm already inclined to say I prefer this combat system, which is a shitty thing to say.
Platform.
You got it.
You got it. Yeah. There's no ATB gauge, you just got a stupid magic meter. I don't know why it needed to be more complicated than that. Hey, Behemoth.
Activating combat mode.
The slot reel spinning at the top left corner of the screen during battle represents the digital mind wave. What? When certain images or numbers match on the DMW, it provides a variety of effects. The reel spends SP, which is not represented on the screen, except by the DMW, to automatically spin and stop. More images are collected as the game progresses. When images match, a limit break state is entered, and a limit break move is added to your stock. So as I fight, it's just randomly just going to be doing some reel game, some spinning reel game, and then if I get any matches, I'll get limit breaks. That seems so weird. Dodge enemy attacks or guard against them. Use whatever while dodging. You can change the direction of your dodge. How do I target? Alright, I can target that way. A can't block mid attack combo. Attacking him from the back seems to do critical damage. During battle, you can use potions by pressing circle. Okay. A weird fucking subsystem. Unleash limit break.
Warm-up's over.
Concentrate.
I'm feeling it.
That is bizarre. Okay. Effects of numbers, no limit verge. If numbers match when the image reels are not in a limit verge state, certain enhancements will be gained. Limited time invincibility, critical, null physical damage, AP costs, whatever. 0 endure, okay. Alright, so I'll just randomly gain buffs as the game is going. Does that really add a strategy layer to the game? What is even the point of this? When the image reels are in a limit verge state, and numbers between 1 and 6 match, materia set in the corresponding set will level up. 1 slot is gained for a double match. So mid-battle, my materia will level up as I gain slot matches?
Conflict resolved.
Well, you are so much easier than in Monster Hunter.
Showing your back to the enemy. Overconfidence will destroy you.
What is this? Damn it. You're not the only hero.
It's over.
Low-res Sephiroth. Wow, the graphical fidelity is so obvious.
Impossible.
The hair looks so much worse. Not that the game looks bad, but like compared to FF7. I still don't know who this character is.
Thanks, Angeal.
Angeal?
Training's over.
Why?
The fuck?
You serious? I was just getting warmed up.
Managed to break your sword on a hologram, huh?
Zach. Embrace your dreams.
Huh?
If you want to be a hero, you need to have dreams and honor.
I don't understand what's going on. So he's in a soldier training program? Why couldn't they have had this combat system in FF7? Seriously. Not that this is great or anything, but it's so much more intuitive. and not clunky and
Hey,
shit.
Zach. You seem a little on edge.
Can you blame me? All this training and no assignments. Like they're hanging me out to dry. You must be pretty busy with everyone off base.
Off base? Wait.
As
haven't you
training.
heard? There's been a mass desertion at Soldier.
Huh?
One of the firsts has deserted. Took a bunch of seconds and thirds with him. All from Wutai. Motive, goal, all a mystery right now. This mass soldier desertion is why your training's on hold. Whoa. A first.
Zach, you're up.
Yeah, finally. Time for some real action.
Yes, it'll be your show.
Yes!
Report
Yes!
to Director Lazard. There'll be a briefing.
Zach. It's good to finally meet face to face. Lazard, Director of Soldier.
Hey,
On to business.
Lazard, Director of Soldier. Seems important.
Soldier First Class Genesis. A month ago, he went missing during a mission in Wutai. Know anything about this?
not a clue.
I know he's got an epic fight cinematic against Sephiroth.
The mission is currently stuck in limbo. That's why we've decided to send you.
To Wutai?
Yes. This war has gone on long enough.
I've recommended you for first.
Oh, Angel! I love you, man! Angel!
Don't make me regret this, Zach.
Sir.
Once you're packed, you'll leave at once. After entering Wutai, we go straight to work. If you have any questions about missions and combat, he can help you.
Hey, Zach. Anything you want to know? Just ask.
Very clear this is not an open world game.
First, we should really go over combat. You probably got a handle on it in training, but I sent you a mail explaining the basics. Take a look, okay? So, did you...
I read it all.
Thoughts? I mean, I doubt you'd get it all in one read.
Seems better than the last game I played with this title.
That is so not true.
Well, it's there if you want to review. Oh, the materia you were using during training has been taken back. Powerful materia have to be earned. Those are the soldier rules. Now, let's talk about missions. The various services Shinra provides for civilians, those are what we call missions. To take on missions, you first have to register your information on the mission board. Once registered, you can look up mission information on your handset. I'll show you how to register on the board. Come on.
This is some of the most NPC dialogue I think I've ever heard voiced in a game. To accept a mission, you have to agree to a mission at the mission board. Come on over here. I'll show you how it works. Alright, so yes, once again, I already dislike the cameras. For some reason, it just feels a little bit too loosey-goosey for me.
Now that you're officially registered, you should try a mission.
We really needed dialogue prompts for me to walk up to something and press X, didn't we?
Oh, yeah. Good idea.
The save point's that way.
This is the save point. It's how you can save the progress of your game. What does that mean? I don't know. That's just what the manual says. Don't ask me.
If you're not completely sure about something, read the tutorial mail that I sent you.
Go on a mission by starting. Okay. So it's purely a mission-based progression system. I need to go on a training mission. I thought we just did training. This is the first time I'm doing something legit.
Activating combat mode.
What? The limit gauge has 5 stages. The higher the stage, the higher the probability of a limit verge to occur. I still don't know what a limit verge is, guys. More effective if they are used after attack. More successive attacks come before it, the stronger it becomes. Alright, well, thanks for telling me, I guess.
Later.
Like that.
Got him.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nice work.
You cleared the mission.
I could have done it blindfolded.
I genuinely get the same vibe from this game as I do from a game like Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days. It's like, we're gonna tell a sub-story, but we're gonna put, like, the least amount of effort possible into just a mission-based hub world. Like, we're gonna develop the story through just the NPCs showing up in your immediate vicinity, your ability to talk to them, and then we're just gonna send you on the most brain-dead missions imaginable. And then that's how the game progresses. Like, that's the vibe I get from this game. It is not a main narrative entry. Not a meaningful narrative entry. I think I got the nail on the head with that comparison.
You're the man.
You're the man.
I can't wait to see how you do in Wutai.
Yeah, you gonna send me there next?
Oh, I almost forgot to tell you. Let me explain about these supply pods. In these pods, you'll find items that you can use in battle. Compliments of the company.
I think I'd prefer the game without the
So they're
stupid
provisions
slot
for
mechanic.
soldier members.
Make sure they don't go to waste.
In fact, I'm just gonna say outright, I would prefer it without the stupid slot mechanic. Got some equipment.
All right. Lastly, just now, you should.
Yes.
Yes! Eh.
Yeah.
Ops. Heal all status ailments, restore some AP. Oh. Okay. Equipping materia allows you to use various magic abilities or gain beneficial effects such as increased HP. Some materia have a parameter value, such as mag +3 increases your magic, right? Become more effective or raise certain status parameters when they level up. Level is indicated by star. Yeah, I get it. Okay. It's already equipped, but I just picked up a bangle. There you go. That does something, I'm sure. Okay, can I do a mission now, please? Oh, that's it? That's all that fucking computer was ever there for? It's just gonna do everything from the save mission? What do I do now?
You're with Angio, right?
Oh, I gotta talk to that dude?
It's time to head.
I'm all set, I guess.
I'll be joining you as well. I'm counting on you.
Sir,
By the way, what is your dream? To become first?
I genuinely just don't care. That may be one of the fastest cutscene skips I've done in a game in recent memory. I just genuinely don't give a shit. If it was Final Fantasy VII, I would give a shit. But it's not. It's Crisis Core.
Let's go.
I don't know any of these characters. I don't care what they have to say. I don't like the main character's personality.
Hold it.
And I'm just personally disappointed
this to me.
that this combat system isn't in FF7. And I'm just enjoying FF7 stories instead.
Take that!
Excuse me. Not what I meant to do.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah!
Okay, next.
Calm down, Zach.
No can do. I mean, the director.
Such the stock animations too.
Good impression.
Zach.
It's almost like this is just like a really high definition port of the PSP game.
Incredible. You really don't know.
You dumb fuck. You're ignorant of the narrative of the story?
Whoa, wait. What's this dumb apple?
I don't know what they're talking about. R2 to run again, thank God.
Activating combat mode.
Okay, guys literally just spawned in my face.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
This is so much smoother, dude.
Activating combat mode.
Why couldn't FF7 just play like this? For fuck's sakes, dude.
Conflict resolved.
Why couldn't I just do that as Cloud? I don't want to be playing Crisis Core with this shit. I want to be playing fucking FF7 with this. Ah, man. Why'd they have to fucking shit on FF7 so hard? Come on. They should have just left the turn-based battle system intact or done this. God damn it. Playing this just tells me how much they fucked up with the fucking remake.
What's the deal with dumb apples?
The official name is Benora White. The trees bear fruit at random times during the year. Because of that, the townspeople affectionately call them dumb apples.
Why do I care?
The local farms had plenty of them to spare.
Dude.
Oh, really? So you stole them?
They
Dude.
were poor, Zach.
Nice excuse.
Dude.
But even then,
Dude.
I had my honor. The largest Benora White tree grew on a wealthy man's estate. It was rumored that those apples tasted the best.
I'm so far beyond caring about this.
But I never stole from that tree, because the wealthy man's son was my friend.
If he was a friend, you should have just asked for some.
Honor can be quite a burden at times.
And what exactly does this have to do with me?
No story is not worth hearing.
What?
What? That's it? Yeah, well, thanks a lot.
That's such a cop-out. Such a worthless cutscene. I picked up mail. Oh, it's a mission. Whatever.
B unit will set off an explosion. That's our cue.
The diversion will allow us to infiltrate.
Right. I'll set the bomb inside the fortress. You'll charge the front gate and...
Uh-huh. And? And?
I don't like this guy.
That's what I do best. Come on, B unit.
I can understand why some people would just be annoyed with, like, Cloud's just broody, fucking, you know, self-hatred type of character. Like, I'm sure there's too many characters like that in fiction, I would agree.
Brings about wear, tear, and rust.
But at the same time, I just don't like this guy.
Waste.
You're serious.
I don't like his enthusiasm, I don't like his canned animations.
Pretty cheap.
I don't like how he contrasts with this fucking stick in the mud.
Begin mission.
Begin mission. Heightened emotions have affected the DM. Why is this a thing, dude? Oh, your slot machine mechanic has improved because Angeal just likes you more all of a sudden. You guys are feeling gay for each other, so you're about to earn better slots in combat.
You hold the line here. It's just one man. Prepare to swarm him.
And we gotta prepare to swarm.
Activating combat mode.
Take that! Got him! Later! Got him! Later! Take that! Got him!
Their axes are guns. They have gun axes.
Conflict resolved.
Yeah, piece of cake.
That was just trying to get rid of some dude in the distance was so much more tedious than fucking FF7. You had to have the fucking gauge. If you didn't have the gauge, you have to be attacking some shit. And otherwise, you had to switch over to Barrett, and then a Barrett had to attack the shit.
Intruder! It's Soldier! Damn! Stop him!
Activating combat mode.
Take that! Honey in!
I also have to say the stupid slot machine is completely retarded in every possible respect. All it's doing, with absolutely zero input from me, is it's just randomly showering me with random timed bonuses. Who gives a shit, dude? In literally no way does that improve the combat system. Nothing. If it's not a strategy layer, if it's not something that you can play around or interact with, if it's so non-interactive that it's just constantly rolling slot machine that just gives you bonuses as the game moves on, and it's not going to impact your gameplay at all, who cares? This is such a dumb fucking concept.
Conflict resolved.
Don't understand it at all.
Are you in?
Piece of cake. Could have done it blindfolded.
Stay alert. I've heard the Wutai keep a monster around for anti-soldier purposes. It should be somewhere in the fort.
So, if I can take it out, will I make first?
Depends on the quality of work. Your main task is diversion. run amok.
I get it. I get the picture. You're in the fort, right? You're gonna kill the guys, right? Well, watch out, because there's more guys. Don't worry, I can take care of the guys. Are you sure? You should be cautious, because there are more guys. Don't worry, I got... Like, this is a completely meaningless, unhelpful fucking conversation. And yes, I already figured out I could sprint already. Thank you.
Activating combat mode.
You couldn't even just let me open the fucking thing.
Conflict resolved.
There's no stupid stagger system. Like, that's something that was totally fucking crowbarred into it. I have to fucking die by that fucking statement. FF13 was not improved. None of the games were improved in any way by adding a fucking stagger mechanic. Fuck that.
There he is! Get him!
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah!
Activating combat mode.
God, this is fucking tedious, isn't it? Couldn't these guys just be wandering around in, like, the overworld? Why do they need to spawn literally in my face?
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Just so quick and smooth, dude. I wish they'd just do this for FF7! That is my whole takeaway from this game so far. Just an absolute wasted opportunity with their remake.
Activating combat mode.
Like, smooth, seamless entry into combat. Combat goes quickly. You exit combat quickly. Like, that's, like, the main benefit of switching to a third-person action RPG game. And just ditching turn-based altogether. But they couldn't ditch turn-based altogether, even though they functionally abandoned the entire fucking subgenre since FF10. They simply cannot help themselves. I don't know, like, they're like, oh, we need to have it, like, be kind of similar to, like, the old games, but we also cannot in any way, under any circumstances, actually release a turn-based game.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Just healing myself is just pressing circle, dude. That's so much more straightforward than what it was in fucking FF7 too. FF7, I was constantly failing to just use my items when I wanted to use my... Even using an item costs fucking ETB gauge, dude. ATB gauge.
Activating combat mode.
So dumb.
Got him! Later! Take that!
Conflict resolved.
We make our stand here! Ready, aim, fire! Give it up! More troops are en route! It's over!
Sergeant! He's charging!
Stand strong and charge back! Cowards!
Activating combat mode.
Take that!
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Long live Wu Tai.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Good work, Zack. Enemy forces within the fort have been halved. You can proceed to the central area. Understood. Eliminate any remaining enemies you find.
I'd also like to say it's kind of weird to me that this dude's just running around with like a basic ass sword. Whereas at least some degree of rationalization with Cloud running around with a sword is because he's running around with like a fucking 9-foot wall of iron. Right? And he's got the strength to fucking cleave shit in half with it. That's a bit threatening. This is literally just a dude with a sword walking around doing work on a cell phone.
Good work, Zack. Enemy forces within the fort have been halved. You can proceed to the central area.
I guess I'll fight the boss.
Pressing forward. Be wary. The enemy's hurt, but not down.
Why did I need to even prompt that if you were going to give me a prompt to even open the boss door anyway?
That must be the central area.
Activating combat mode.
Bring it
Really,
on.
man? What happened to taking out all the enemies already? I completed the fort,
Resolved.
and yet I'm still in the fort and I'm still fighting enemies.
Activating combat.
Dude, a little excessive.
Take that!
Conflict resolved.
Earrings. I guess I'll save. Let's get this. I'm sure I'll get attacked. Or not.
Avoid training when you can. 2. Protect Wu Tai at all costs. 3. Ugly Shinra soldier dudes must be punished.
Who are you?
Yuffie.
I'm Wu Tai's greatest warrior. It's over for you because now you have to face me.
A little
Super
kid.
young
This
Yuffie?
area's not safe for you. Go on home now.
You're the one going home. If you want to go any further, you're gonna have to go through me.
Oh man. What am I supposed to do here?
Shoo ha! Take that, bad guy. Shoo ha!
Ah! No! You got me!
Ha ha! That'll teach you to mess with me. Once again, I saved Wutai.
Boy, oh boy. That's a lot of energy. Now, back to work.
Okay. I don't know how Yuffie ever even winds up, you know, rolled into the story with all the other characters. I know how a lot of them get involved, but not Yuffie.
You must be the anti-soldier monsters.
Activating combat mode.
Dealing with enemy abilities. Enter a casting phase and ability gauge will be displayed. You can lower the gauge by attacking the enemy, which in turn decreases the ability's impact. Or you can cancel the ability entirely. Okay. They did like a super move, essentially. That makes more sense than this stupid stagger mechanic. Blizzard Blade. A weird music track, too.
Soldier Second Class Zack, victorious again.
Good work. Now, get out of there. You've only got 5 minutes.
Got it. Director Lazard, are you watching? Gotta move. No time to play. Not good.
That's one more you owe me. You lost your focus.
Yeah. Oh, sorry if your sword got any wear, tear, or rust on it.
You're a little more important than my sword. But just a little.
Thanks.
Yeah. Where the fuck were you?
I must apologize. Being on site is taxing.
The fuck were you on site?
You didn't have to come personally.
This operation will bring an end to the war. I wanted to see it through. Soldier Second Class Zach.
Sir!
You put forth a good effort at Fort Tamblin. I saw it with my own eyes. To be frank, my evaluation is... It's good you were here.
That's not
Without
encouraging.
your support, this mission would have failed. Yes, thank goodness for you. Truly.
Her.
Zach, let's go. Sephiroth is waiting.
Sephiroth? The hero?
The hero?
Wow! I'm gonna meet a hero!
Bros, didn't I just, like, kill all your friends? Must you?
Activating combat mode.
And because I'm thinking of Sephiroth, he gives me a bonus on the slots? Like, come on. Why is this a thing?
Conflict resolved.
Zach, come on.
Sorry, you guys are just a few feet away. Dealing with your own ninjas, I guess.
Zach, take the director to safety.
Contact Sephiroth.
Zach can handle it. Now go.
Follow me, Director.
Director Lazard. Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
Wow, we ran 2 feet.
Zach, I should be fine now. Assist Angeal.
Yeah, I'm on it.
It's gonna be really goofy if Angeal has like a scripted death right now or some shit. If he doesn't, I'm also gonna be annoyed. I want some fucking plot development. Making such a big deal of me going back to help Angeal.
Angeal! What? These guys aren't Mutai troops.
Have we not figured that out yet? What are we doing? What constitutes a Wutai troop?
A summon?
A summon?
Activating combat mode.
You have to fight Ifrit. Blizzard is my triangle.
Bringing out the big guns.
Concentrate.
I'm feeling it.
And it can't even just do this simple animation like mid-combat. It has to switch to a fucking cutscene. Ugh. You know, I'm good. I'm good. Again, playing this just is just a blatant, in my face reminder of how much better they could have handled FF7's combat system. That is not to say that this combat system is exceptional or even like good, but it's acceptable. It's fast, like I said, it's seamless into battle, seamless out of battle. It's quick. When you guys are just like trying to escape the fucking reactor in FF7, I could very easily imagine us going in and out of combat just like we were running through the fort. I don't know why there needs to be some stupid slot mechanic just stapled on top of everything that's just non-interactive in any way whatsoever. I also don't know why fucking supers have to load a separate cutscene mid-battle just to show their effect. Those are two things about the combat system that are just stupid as fuck, as far as I'm concerned. But the combat system, on its face, at a minimum, is still significantly less frustrating than what fucking Remake shipped with. And I just don't know why Remake would ship with what it shipped with. I just don't get it. Why would I want healing items tied to an ATB gauge? Why can't I just have a magic meter instead of an ATB gauge? Why can't I just affect, like, a boss, like possibly interrupt a boss while they're channeling something, and use that as an opportunity for the player to punish an enemy for something that they're doing, rather than forcing in a stagger system that in basically every other game I've ever played that features a stagger system functionally just makes fights become interminable, just damage sponges, until whatever stupid conditions are met that you're able to break their stagger, and then you can actually do like, oh, look at this. All of a sudden, they have no defenses, and it's like I'm carving through butter. Whereas before, it was like I was running my fucking head into a brick wall over and over again. Just being able to run around the way I was running around seems simpler and more straightforward and more comfortable than it did in FF7. FF7, I feel like my feet are stapled to the ground at all times. I feel like every attack I have is just some weird overcommitment. I just don't fucking get it. It was my impression that Tetsuya Nomura got pulled off the project, even though he's credited as director in the game. There is at least a co-director credit. And I don't know what it was that happened, but they did some shit with that combat system. I just don't appreciate what it is. I'm almost tempted to try FF7 again, but like that'll make it the third fucking time I've given that shit the time of day. And the first time I had more patience. And the second time I was like, no, I'll have even more patience. I didn't. I would really just like to have fun playing a game with Final Fantasy's story and characters. But that game just doesn't seem to exist. Because FF7 is boring as shit, with frustrating as shit minigames, And FF7 Remake is frustrating as shit combat without the minigames, from what I've seen. So I don't fucking know. None of the like more recent Final Fantasy games I've played really have done anything whatsoever to scratch the itch of what Final Fantasy games used to be. FFX is the last classic Final Fantasy game, in my opinion. FF12 is still lots of fun. That is still one of my favorite games. But it's clear that they took a lot of inspiration from Final Fantasy XI and tried to build a whole bunch of MMO elements. And that game is ultimately not a turn-based game. It is a quote-unquote action RPG, but you're really just more queuing up commands. It's like a real-time ATB combat system, which is what I would even prefer Final Fantasy VII be. Fuck, if Final Fantasy VII Remake was just Final Fantasy VII with all the, reorchestrated rearrangements and all of the graphical overhauls and the new cutscenes and all that shit, if it was just that, but they just wholesale lifted the combat system from Final Fantasy XII into it, dude, I may well have fucking beaten that game already. If I wasn't just thoroughly fucking pissed off by the story, I'd probably have dumped so much fucking time into that game already by now. But they didn't. They didn't make anything even close to that. It doesn't feel like that at all. I hate it. I mean, hate's a strong word, but it's like you tried to make something that is also real time, but also uses the ATB gauge system. And you already had a thing like that. It was called Final Fantasy XII. And instead of just using that, they decided to make something new and stupid instead. And it just isn't fun to play. And that's my whole problem. Because if there's like 60 hours worth of story to enjoy, well, guess what? I just do not have the patience to play the actual game. And I once again just find myself at the point where I would rather watch the fucking cutscenes on YouTube or something. If the game doesn't even keep me interested in playing the game, then I'm not going to play the game. Contrarily, here with Crisis Core, I don't give a shit about the story. So no way in hell I'm just going to be looking at the fucking cutscenes on YouTube. But at the same time, the combat system, while tolerable, acceptable even, I'm not about to dump a lot of time into either. Because it's not exceptional in any particular way. It doesn't add interesting strategy layers like FFX does, like Final Fantasy XII does. The fucking slot system is stupid. And everything else, it's just an attack, it's a dodge. Sometimes you have a limit break, and you have a couple items you can use and a shortcut for spells. That's it. It's basic. That is super fucking basic. It's not so different from Kingdom Hearts. It doesn't play like Kingdom Hearts, honestly. But that's closer to what I wanted out of Final Fantasy VII than what we got. So, I don't know. It's just one of those experiences that is poisoned by the fact that another experience was compromised instead of taking this route. And this route does not have all of the benefits of what that other experience could have been. And that's just my feelings on the matter, so I'm done. I'm going to play something else. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.